Hey folks, it is Friday. Let me adjust my camera here. Come on, Soma, come greet your people. Gamer Kitty Soma is lingering right now. She will make her appearance in just a sec. So hello everyone. Thanks for joining me on this festive Friday. And it's a little bit of a different time than when I was streaming earlier. So I am going to change up the time of when I'm going to be doing some streams. So Wednesdays and Fridays will be at 3 p.m. Pacific time. So I will send out a nice little message on the social medias so you all can be aware, but this will be my new time slot for Wednesdays and Fridays. So please join me. Who do I have here in the chat? I see Gus or Not is here. Hi, welcome. Thanks for being here. Anyone else want to pop in to say hi, even if you're just lurking? I would love to see your little nice words on the chat here. I am going to attempt one final time to play One Deck Dungeon on Steam. Does not mean when I say one final time. The reason I'm saying it is that we've been defeated both times against the dragon. So I feel pretty good that we have an opportunity to defeat them once and for all. I did try a couple new characters with the Mudlands big boss at the end, but I think I'm gonna go back to slaying the dragon because that's what I've been playing here with you all on the stream. So without further ado, let me start up the One Deck Dungeon first, and then we can go ahead and keep on chatting. So how are you all doing this Friday? It's currently my afternoon. I had a really fun time doing some play testing online earlier today. So I'm just really looking forward to seeing how it all pans out for everyone when the game comes out to Kickstarter. So yeah, busy morning for me. I hear some stuff going on in the background, so let me screen share. And you all let me know in the chat how it is sounding on your end. I'm going to see if I can try to make my screen a little bit louder. I just had the audio on. I don't know what happened to the music though. Can you all hear and hear the music? Because I did have it on. I might need to close out and close back in. Let's try that one more time. So let's do this again. Playing some One Deck Dungeon. Did not hear any music. That's what I thought. It was starting up. And then as soon as I screen shared, it stopped. So that's interesting. So I'm gonna try this again. Oh boy, it cut out again. That's strange. Okay, the music was happening for us. Da, 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 da. What if I don't do that here? Okay, if I screen share and I try this. Now let's see if I do this. Okay, that might have worked. Let me know in chat how that has gone. I think that probably was the kicker there. So y'all can hear. And let me know how my volume is too, so we can get going. No, thank you. Don't need some assistance. So I'm going to do Dragon's Cave again. We're going to use some different characters. We're going to go through the Forest of Shadows characters, which are these 5 here. We've got the Alchemist, the Druid, the Hunter, the Slayer, and the Warden. The music is really low, but I can hear it. Okay. Is it too low, would you say, Gus, or not? Or is it at a good level? Because I don't want it to be too overpowering from my my voice. It's a little bit too low. Okay. So let's go back. Do some options here. A little bit too low. We'll try it there. That seemed better. Oh, dang it. I clicked too many times. Dang it. Sorry, folks. It's like I haven't played this before. All right, let's start this again. All right, options. So I turned up the music just a tad. Let's see if that sounds all right for everybody. Okay, I think this is going to be pretty good here. So let's do a new game. No, thank you. And I'm going to go through. We're going to get this dragon. We're going to do our warden and our slayer here. And we've got heal a damage, increase 2 dice by 1, reset, resist poison, choose a value, roll all your dice, discard an encounter card. I like this one, healing. All right. We're going to go through, do this. So our Dragon's Cave, again, we've got 5 XP, 5 time that we're spending on here. Am I not, let's see, am I not screen sharing? I should be screen sharing. Haha. Let me screen share with everybody. Here we are. It's good to have a monitor to view everything. So now, all right, everything should be pretty good here. So I'm going to run this, move myself down. All right. So we have spent 5 because we're going into this first hallway, and because it's the beginning of a new turn, we spend 2 more time. So we've got a total of 7 time here. And we're going to explore because we don't have any doors open. And just to show you everything that's happening. So for our Slayer, the heroic feat is you can roll a stored die, and you can store a black heroic die, which again is a wild. Here, when you complete a combat encounter, that's the double swords. And then you can only store 1 die at a time here on for her heroic feat. Then her skill that she currently has is that could be used anytime. If you have a 6 in your pool, your partner can roll any or all of their dice. So that's pretty good, but it can only be used on peril encounters, which are the ones with the bear traps. So that's something to keep in mind there. The warden, their heroic feat is roll a stored die. You can store a die here when the card becomes victory points. So I think that's going to be key into play when we need to upgrade our XP levels. That can be used on any type of encounter. And then the skill we've got is at any time you can spend 1 time and you can prevent any hits or any poison damage to ignore the rule split damage equally. So because we are using the Forest of Shadows heroes, there is poison that comes into play. Poison is another type of, another type of damage that you can take, either hit points or poison. And at the beginning of a round, you will roll the poison die, which is another D6. And if you get a value high enough, you can remove the poison. If not, you will take a hit for that. So that's something to be aware of as we go through these dungeons here, these doors through the dungeon. So, all right, let's just start off with door number 1 and see what we get. We are encountering, ooh, it is a shadow. All right, so for the entry condition here says spend a time for each skill you use. So the skill here, if we have a 6 in our dice pool for the Slayer, you can re-roll any or all of your partner's dice, or this one to spend to prevent any hits or anything like that. So currently the Slayer has 1 strength die, which is the yellow, and 3 pink, which is the agility. And then the Warden has 3 strength and 1 magic die, which is the blue. So for this encounter, we would need the exact number of 3 on yellow, a 5 on the 5, 3 magic dice, and a sum total of 10 on the pink. Does not look like we have enough dice. We could roll all of them, and again, we could exchange some stuff. We don't have anything saved right here, so collectively we would need 10, which takes a minimum of 2 dice. And let's see. So before we do that, we've got some, I feel like it's a little bit low for everybody. Okay. Okay, still got some low volume, but probably better now. Okay, I feel like in this, we might be able, so collectively we only have 8 dice, and this takes 3, 4, 5, minimum of 7 dice to achieve. However, the bonus loot that we could get is another yellow die and an extra hit point increase, or this is a potion, which we can change 2 of our non-dice to be 6s, or we can get 3 XP, which again, if we take this loot as XP, the Warden will get a black heroic die stored onto their card. So I'm thinking we might not have enough dice. We might need to come back here. It just seems like a little bit too much. So let's flee. We still got lots of time. We'll go across. And okay, so in this encounter, it requires a shield, which is any color, but it needs to be a value of 2. And we have an option for this boulder. We can either slow down time, which costs us time, and it only counts as 11 on blue dice, but we only have 1 die. Or we can try to run past it, try to get a 14 with 3 dice. The benefit of doing that is we can loot some a blue die and an extra XP, or we can get this skill, which is just at any time for a combat, we can get a black die, which is really nice, or we can get some XP. Excuse me. I think we can possibly do this one. I mean, we'll need 16. We'll need 16. Let's try it. Can't just keep fleeing forever. So we're gonna try to run past it. See what we get. We get some big numbers here. We don't have any big numbers here. So unfortunately, we can't use this because our partner does not have any dice. But we can use this to prevent, because we do not have enough for the 14. So we are going to take some damage. So I think we should use that. But we're going to place our 2 here. And unfortunately, place the 2 here. So we are going to end this encounter. We're going to give the warden a hit. And then a slayer a hit. But we got enough XP. I really like this skill of rolling for the combat. So I think you're going to have the warden do that one. All right, so we're taking some damage. Taking some damage here, but it's not too crazy. Let's go upper right, shall we? We got an ethereal. Oh, a phantom, not an ethereal. We got a phantom. Let's see. The immediate discard all 1s and 3s rolled. Ooh, this is going to take a lot of yellow and a lot of pink. Total of 7 dice, which is exactly the number of dice that we have here. Oof. The warden is at their skill limit. But if we get this correctly, if we get this all 4s, 5s, and 6s, man, that's really, really hard. But if we get this, we can get 4 XP, which will level us up, and then the warden can get a die. And because it's combat, they can roll a black die at any time. It won't cost us anything. So why not? Let's just see. Let's just see what happens. Oh gosh. All right. I'm going to have them. We have to roll our dice first before we can use our skills, it looks like. So I'm going to have roll their dice. Oh, I saw a 6 in there. And rolling. Oh no, the 1s and 3s get discarded. That's a bummer. So yes, we are bringing that in. Hey, very nice. Okay, so we got to put these on our 4s first because it's a shield. So I got to do a 4 there, 5 there. Ouchie, ouchie, ouchie. I'm going to take this here. And unfortunately, these squares only count for 1. So it's taking some time and some hits. Man, we are having a rough start here, folks. So I'm going to do this. There's no poison yet, but we are going to end our encounter. Oh, if I end the encounter, then we're all dead. Well, here we go. Oh, but they allowed me to use my potion. Oh, that's nice. So we are not dead yet, but I am going to take some XP so we can level up and give ourselves some more skills and more potions. Ouchie, ouchie. That was a rough start there, everybody. A rough start there. Goodness me, goodness me. Okay, Let's see. I'm going to go down in this door. If you didn't already know, the Force of Shadows is kind of crazy. So now we got an ice elemental. Before the encounter, spend 3 time. Wow, it needs a lot of blue, which we currently don't have. A lot of yellow, which we do have. So collectively, we will be rolling all of our dice, and we could exchange some for some extra stuff. Or we can leave and go towards the first door again. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Let's go towards the first door. Let's see what we get. We're gonna roll our heroic feats. See what we get. Oh, a 1, that's terrible. Let's see if the warden does any better. Not great. I'm gonna have the warden roll our 1 black die for leveling up. So let's see if we can get some bigger numbers here. Yeah, there are a lot of 4 XP places on this floor, Gus or not. You are correct. So, oh, that's not too bad. That's okay. Ugh, the Slayer is not rolling well today, folks. So I need a collective of 10 on here. And I could use this to roll another die. But we spent a time to do that. Come on, big number. A 4. Okay. All right. I'm not sure we want to use it that quite yet. So because we can't do anything with these 2s, I might just exchange them to make a black 2 so we can throw it on our 10 collective 10 here. So I can do this. Do this here and a 4 here. All right. So we need at least a 5 there on yellow, which we have. Here, I'll use the Slayers here. And we need 3, 4, and 5 on blue, but I can use these blacks. Totally okay. And look, we completed an encounter. Very nice. So we did the pink 10 here with the pink 3 and a few black dice. Then we've got all of these for the yellow and a couple blacks over here. Ended our encounter. We have no consequences. We are gonna loot, folks. I feel like we need to get some more dice in here. So I'm gonna let the Slayer take an extra yellow die and a heart. I don't know if we've got enough. Yeah, we should probably, because the Slayer has a die. We have an extra black die in here, and they can roll an extra die. So collectively, to do this encounter, we would need a minimum of 2 dice, 3, 4, 5, 6 dice total. We can roll a bunch. So let's attack. Let's attack this, shall we? We're spending 3 more time because that's the beginning. That's the entry level. We are going to have the warden roll. Come on, we need a big number. 4 is not terrible. I will let them roll our XP level. And let's see what happens if we get some big numbers. All right. So what is the warden going to roll? Not great, but they can roll this. Roll their extra black die for free. Oh, I want it to be a 6. Did you see that? It wanted to be a 6. Ouch. So what do we got? We need an 11 collectively for yellow. We can't do anything on these pink dice. So I'm going to exchange this one and this one so we can take it as a black one to be used anywhere. So now we need 11 on here. Let's utilize this black. And then we'll do our 3s here. And the 4. Okay, let's see. Hold on, folks. Let's backtrack here. All right. We need a 5 and a 6 up here, so we don't take any hits. Currently, we only have 1 5 and 1 6. So if I exchange those two, it will only give us a black 5, because remember, when you make the exchange to get a black heroic die, it takes the lowest of the two values if they're not equal to each other. So if I made that a black 5, I could do a black 5 here, plus the yellow 4, which would give me 9. Can't do anything with this pink 4. So I might as well exchange these two 4s to make them into a black 4, right? So I could throw that over here. And then let's see what we got left. So if I did this here, that would turn into a black 5. Now if I exchange these here, this would get a black 4. So now we can throw all of this. Let's throw this 1 over here. Kind of overkill, but we're gonna do it anyway, because we have to do this one for the shield. We have to complete that one first because it's got a shield on it. And now we're not gonna get everything that we want, but we're only going to take 1 hit and 1 time. However, we could spend a time to not take any damage, but I feel like it's okay if we take this damage. 1 hit is not terrible. So we're going to end this encounter. Taking a hit. It's totally all right. But we ended up looting, and that's good. So I'm going to give the item. Or should I take it as XP? There's a lot of XP, and currently to upgrade for our XP, we need a collective total of 8 XP tokens to level up. I think it's still fairly early in the game, so I'm going to take some items and an extra hit point, because I feel like having more dice fairly quickly is really good. So, okay, we still have some time left, folks. We still have some time available. So I'm gonna have us explore, open up some new doors before we go down. And yeah, for those of you who are just joining, this is One Deck Dungeon on Steam. I've been playing this the last few weeks, and we have not yet defeated the dragon. So this is our 3rd attempt before I've lost all hope to the dragon and bow down to its ways. But I feel confident with our new set of heroes here that we can do pretty well. Although I'm saying that when they have 2 out of 4 hit points going on. So here we go. I'm gonna do this here. Ooh, we have a skeleton or a Skeletor, because he looks like a Skeletor from, what is it? He-Man? Is that right? Skeletor from He-Man? That's what it looks like to me. Anyway, feel free if you have any questions about this game too, feel free to ask in the chat. Excuse me. Okay, so this one is, if any boxes are empty, you will spend 2 time. So this is counting a lot of yellow, and we need exact values of these yellow, a couple of blues, and a pink. We've got quite a lot of dice now. So if we loot this, we could get another yellow die, a potion, which allows us to reroll all our 1s and 2s, and gets a heroic black die, or 2 XP. I feel like we're pretty good at this one. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have us enter. Oh, Hornus, thanks for the follow. Just seeing that now in the chat. Thanks for the follow. Hope you're doing well. I'm going to have this heroic feat. Why not? Because if we do complete this combat encounter, we'll get it back. So the Slayer rolled a 2. That's not great, but I could use it on this shield. So I'll forgive it this time around. We need some big numbers. Ooh, that's not big numbers there, Warden. Big numbers for the Slayer. No. So because it's a combat encounter, I'm going to use the Warden's skill to roll a black die just because, and they give us a 3. Okay, so first we need to tackle these 2 here. We need to tackle the 2 and the 4. Now we've got a lot of pink dice, friends, and the only pink die we really need is that 5. So I'm thinking we might need to do some exchanging here, although the 1s aren't going to do anything for us because all of these boxes are required just 1 die. They're not rectangular, they're just a square. So they're only required to have 1 there. So first we need to complete our 2 and our 4. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to exchange this pink 4 and this pink 4 to give us a black 4 so we can cover this one because we only have a 3 for this shield and we don't, I mean, I could have, so that way I exchanged those other 2 pinks so we can claim that here. So I'm going to do that here and use my other blue die to cover this. So our shields are taken care of. So now we need a 5, a 6, a couple of 3s on yellow, and then the 5 on pink. So I know we've got a 3 here. We can use the 4 here. We've got the 5 here, the 6 here with the wild, and a pink 5. So we didn't need to do any other exchanges. So we got everything taken care of. We are gonna loot. End this encounter. So now here's the option. This potion is pretty nice. We have currently 1 potion token, which only allows us to heal ourselves. But this potion allows us to reroll our 1s and 2s, plus we add a heroic die that we can roll at any time. That seems pretty nice. So I think I'm going to add that. Take that, Skeletor. Exactly. Take that. Okay. So we spent enough time. We can descend. There are no open doors, so we won't take any punishment. So let's descend, shall we, into floor number 2. And because each floor of the Dragon's Cave, we have to spend 5 as we descend. And it's beginning of our new turn, so this is going to cost us 2 more time. So we have opened up the doors. Or we have revealed doors, I should say, not opened up the doors. All right, so let's see. Okay, so if I didn't explain this before, friends, on the floors here where you see these numbers up top, it tells you an additional encounter that we must meet. So right now on floor 2, every peril encounter, or the ones with the bear trap, we have an additional shield, an additional square that we have to complete of a 6 of any color. If it's a combat, then it has to be a blue 5. So just so those are that you're aware of. These are extra things that we have to do. Okay, this one says we should heal our damage at the start of a turn or round, or heal 2 damage. So I feel like, I mean, we're 2 out of 4 right now. I'm gonna wait, I think. I'm gonna wait. So we've got door 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go door number 2. What is behind door number 2? Oh, it's a bear trap. How fitting. And it just so happens to be a peril encounter. So we have the 2 options. We can either disarm them, which will cost us 3 time extra, but it only counts for a sum total of 6 on our pink dice, with an additional 2 and 6 because of the floor encounter. Or we can try running through it, which is a sum total of 11 plus the 6 and the 2. We have enough pink dice, plus we've got the warden's ability to roll at any time. Let's see what our loot is. So we can loot this, possibly get another pink strength die. This potion allows us to spend 2 time before an encounter, and you skip to the loot phase. So it's basically, it's invisibility. So we're like, hi, bye, and just get some loot, or get some loot, yeah. Or we can get 2 XP. So it's not terrible, it's not great. I feel like we can do the run through without having to spend a whole bunch. It's a sum total of 19 that we are gonna get on, that we have to get on 4 dice, plus the additional 5 with the warden. I wanna hold on, I think, to the Slayer's dice that they have saved, because it's not a combat encounter, so they won't get it back, but it's okay. I think we can do this. I think we're gonna run through. I don't want to use their heroic feat. I want to save it, so I'm going to click skip. And the warden does not have any stored die on their card right now, so we can't use their heroic feat. So I'm going to have them roll our black die for our XP level 2. See what we get. Oh, a 1 and a 6. Okay, we need some high numbers here. Okay, so the Slayer, we can have them re-roll their dice. So let us have us use it. I think I want to re-roll this 1, because the 6 can't get any better than the 6. So come on, Warden, we need a better than a 1. 5, that is all right by me. So first we need to cover this 2. I'm going to take this pink one here, cover it. We cover our 6, and do we have enough? I think we do. We have easily not needed that heroic die, but it was nice just to have that buffer. We ended that encounter. We're gonna loot some stuff. So do we wanna get some? Let's take another die. More dice, the better. So we are going to click and add it to our dice pool. A lot more dice are great. Let's cross into door 4. Let's go into door 4. Ooh, it's a wraith. It's a rave. No, it's a wraith with the TH. Okay, so entry condition: before the encounter, convert one of our items into XP. Ooh. So this requires a sum of 9 on blue and a 5. We only have 1 blue die collectively, but we could possibly roll the heroic feat die from the Slayer. We could possibly roll a heroic die just for the Warden skill, and we would get 1 just for our XP level. I feel like this is this is accomplished. It can be accomplished. However, we do need to discard something to convert an item into XP. So that's gonna be a challenge where we get something back. So we could get this skill back if we decided to encounter this and win and loot. We could exchange a pink die that automatically gives us a pink 6. It's only for combat encounters. We could get a yellow die back, or we could get 3 XP. We need 8 in order to level up, and I feel like the higher level up you can get, the greater it is, because it allows you to get more stuff. So let us encounter it, shall we? Okay, so now it's asking us which one we want to exchange. So we can either exchange this one for XP, which will lower the Slayer's hit points down to 3 instead of at 4. We could lower this one down, that will exchange 4 hit points. I kind of want to keep our hit points up, so I think I'm going to exchange this one from the Warden and give us a couple XPs there. So, but they're going to roll. So see, we exchanged a card for XP, so automatically we got a heroic feat die, which is really cool. I think I'm going to save theirs though, because this is a combat one. I'm going to have them use it, because when we win, we can get more. So I'm going to skip theirs, but I would have them roll our XP level and see what we get. Boom. Alrighty. Alrighty then. Oh, that's not great. So we need a lot of high numbers. So I'm going to actually use this here and roll, see if we get a big number. We don't. Ouch. Okay, friends. This one's going to hurt. Okay, we need to do some exchanging. A lot of this little stuff we can't use. So I'm going to exchange a bunch of this little stuff so we can throw it on these shields here. Same thing with these 2s. So on the black, I mean, we have enough on black. Oh, not yet. We'll need to do another one here. So, okay. Discard dice. Oh, because we don't have any more. Oops, undo. Okay, because we did not have enough black dice in our dice pool here, we can't do any more exchanges. Well, let's see what we got. Let's see, do we have enough? We may have enough. Okay, hold on. Let's remove. Can I undo? Oh, I can't undo this. Bummer summer. Can I? Well, let's see. Will it let me undo? Undo, undo. If I decide to exchange the 2s instead. Okay, let's try getting the 2s instead. Instead of the 1s, let's do the 2s. Okay. I'm glad you can back out. Oh, maybe drink the potion to do 1s and 2s. Oh, that's a good call, Gus or not. Let's see. Let me see if I can math this out first. because we might not need to use it. And we need a 5 over here. So, and a 6 over here, and a 6 over here. Okay. Yeah, okay. That's a good call. So I'm going to remove. Can I drink potion? So who wants to do that? I'll have them do that. I mean, it was even anyway. Oh gosh. You must discard a die first. Well, I'm going to discard this one because that was bogus. So I can roll it up. Okay, well, that's slightly better. So let's do this here. So we get and our 5 goes over here. We are going to still take some hits. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. So we're going to take 1 hit 3 times. I could spend a time so we only take 2 times, but it's not. And so we don't take any more hits. Nah, it's okay. So I'm going to end this here. I'll take the hit for the warden, but we looted. We looted everything. So I'm going to give extra to the Slayer. And let's drink some potion for our warden. Heal them up. We have no potion tokens, so we need to get some XPs so we can increase our potion tokens. All right, so we've got a force wall now. The force wall. Oh. Okay, so that's 4 XP, which is pretty awesome. Or we can turn in a pink die to prevent up to 2 time being taken, used before suffering the consequences, or we can get a magic die and a heart increase. That's nice too. Okay. So we have either the option to climb around, which is 11 plus the 6 and the 2, or we can blast through it, which costs a lot more. I feel like we should climb around. Even though it's going to cost a lot of time, we have more chances on our pink dice than we do. I'm going to use the heroic feat because I think we're going to take some XP on this one. Yes, very nicely done. The warden rolling up very high. I'm going to skip the Slayer's feat because it's not a combat, so they're not going to be able to get their black die back, but they will roll it for our XP. And here we go. What are we rolling? 2 6s. Holy smokes. I think we got this in the bag. So I'm going to put that one here, put that one here. We have got, did not need to roll any extra dice. No consequences suffered. Hey, Brambeard, good to see ya. Thanks for stopping by. Trying to tackle this 1-deck dungeon here. I'm currently on the 2nd floor, and we just kicked the crap out of this force wall. And now we're looting some stuff. So I feel like we get some XPs so that the warden can get their heroic die back. Boom, we are two XPs away from upping our XP level. So let's see what's behind door number 3, shall we? Ooh, it's glooping ooze, the gloopa gloop. All right. So we could loot this one and get a strength die and an extra hit point, or this potion says change any 2 of our non-black dice to be 6s. That's pretty sweet. Or we can get 3 XP. Currently, it needs a bunch of blue and yellow dice. But I feel because we both have our heroic feats, the warden has this extra heroic die, and we have one in our dice pool, I think we're going to be fine. So I think we should enter it. And it says spend time for each one that's rolled. So let's pray that we don't get any ones. This is a combat encounter, so I am going to use the heroic feat, because when we win, I'm not going to say if anymore. I'm going to say when we win, the Slayer will get their point back. So I'm going to hold out for the warden. I'm going to keep it on theirs. Or you know what? Should I? Yeah, why the heck not? Why the heck not? All right. Oh, but a 2 is not great. So I'm going to have the Slayer roll our XP die here. Come on for big numbers. We need some big numbers. Those are not big numbers. You rolled a 1, which spent a time, Slayer. Crap. The warden rolled a 1. Ugh. This is not looking good. Okay, I'm going to use this so we can roll an extra heroic feat die. Please let it be big. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, this is not looking good. Not looking good. All right, well, we've got these couple shields that we need to cover up first. So I'm going to do the 2 and the 3 just like that. We don't have any 6s, so or any. We have a 5, but it's not even in the right color. So we are going to get some hits here. Well, okay. What is the lesser of our 2 evils here? So we got to do that. We got to do that. And we got to do that. This was a terrible encounter. Terrible encounter. The glooping ooze was just draining over us. Shoot. So if we spend a time, we won't have to take as many consequences, so it will reduce our hits. I think we're going to do that. So yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. All right. Let's end it. We'll give 1. Yeah, we'll get 2 and 2 here. Oh, that's so painful. That ooze just messed with us. But I like this potion though, and I like the XP. If we have the XP, we can level up. Gosh, this potion is so nice though. I'll take that potion. All right, we don't have any doors left to explore, so we gotta kick open some doors. Kicking open some doors. We can descend. We have passed enough time. We can descend into floor 3. Floor 3 is not dragon time yet. We're getting close to dragon time. So here we go. The dragon skin. We're getting close. I feel like this next encounter should give us some XP. Is it behind door number 2? We shall see. It's a goblin. It's a Dobby. No, it's not a Dobby. Dobby's an elf. This is a goblin. Evil goblin. So for every open door, including this one, it counts for a shield of 4, or X times 4. But there's only one open door, which is this current door, and it gives us 4. So we need a lot of yellow, but we've got a lot of yellow. Only one blue. If we loot, we get a yellow die, a couple XPs, or some skills by rolling a 3 magic. I think we can do this. I want to get the XP so we can increase our XP level. I am also going to roll the Slayer's heroic die because it's a combat encounter. And I feel like we can do pretty good with that. Not if you keep rolling a 2, though. Jeepers creepers. Okie doke, here we go. Rolling low numbers is not helpful. And I cannot use the Slayer's skill because it only works on peril encounters, so only the ones that have the bear trap symbol. So that stinks. Even though they rolled a 6, I can't roll any of this stuff. But I will roll this heroic for the warden skill. And I got a 2. Okay, so we need a 4, collectively a 4 here, and a collective 10 over here. So I'm just gonna throw the 4 over here, and we need a 10 with yellow. So I'm gonna do all these. Yeah. So that one's done. So we need a 3 over here on our shield. We need 4 over here. Okay. 5 over here. Let's see what we got left. So we're gonna take some hits. But let's see. Do I want to drink a potion to re-roll all our 1s and 2s? And turn into anything into some 6s? That's a question. What do I want to do? So I can so the warden currently has 3 dice they could roll, the 1s and 2s. The Slayer has 4 dice. So maybe I'll have them drink that. And all 4 of these, please let them be higher than 1s and 2s. That is much better. Much better, Slayer. I approve of this message. All right. We've got some higher numbers here, friends. So I'm gonna chuck a couple dice over here, couple dice over here. All right, now we've got enough for all our yellows to get covered here. And we've got this and this. So if I do these, what is this? This is only a 3. That is only a 3. So you know what? I'm gonna do this over here. I'm gonna do an exchange. Make that a 6. Do this over here for a 3. So that way we can cover this over here and this over here, and we have no more encounter, no more consequence. So we don't have to use anything else. We have defeated this goblin. Kicked it in the face. So I'm going to take some XP so we can level up. Give ourselves another potion token. Give the warden another heroic die, and we are in good shape. Now let's see about getting us some more dice. We've got some, ooh, we got another force wall with an option. Either 14 blasting through. We got a lot of extra dice. Or we can choose to climb around. I feel a little more confident choosing to climb around just because we have more pink dice to begin with. And we have all this extra stuff here. So it's kind of problematic if we decide to blast through, because it's going to be 14 on blue, which is a collective of blue and black dice. But we have an additional 13 that we need on our other dice to roll. And if we don't get that, we're going to take some hits. Let's go with the safer bet. Let's climb around. Oh, I didn't even look at what we get. So we get either 4 XP, another hit point, and a yellow die. Or we can turn in a blue 6 to gain 2 yellow 6s. Yeah, let's see. All right, let's go for the safer bet. Let's climb around. Let's roll up. We won't get this back unless it's a combat encounter, so I'm going to save it. I'll let the heroic feat go to the warden, see what they roll. A 6. Very nice. I'm going to skip that Slayer one, but they're going to roll our XP level die. See what we get. Ooh, we got some 6s. Very nice. Wow, all the 6s. I think we are pretty set here, folks. We have got this in the bag. I'm glad I did that safe bet there. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Ending the encounter. Okay, I'm going to item or XP. I think I'm going to take an item, give it to the warden so they can have an extra hit point. And door number 1. We're getting a lot of dice here. It's very nice. I'll make sure the Slayer's got dice on this next one. They can get dice, or they can turn in a pink to prevent a couple hits. That's real nice. Or some XP. So we can push through this, or we can get a magic shield. Let's push through. Why the heck not? Rush through, excuse me, not push through, rush through. Now I will skip again, but I will let them roll. Encounter the XP die. Can we do another big one again? No, we cannot. What about this arrow wall? Oh, I can't use this because it's not a combat. But I can use this skill. I can re-roll my dice. Thank you, Slayer. Can I get better than a 2? Yes, I can. Awesome. All right. I think we've got enough for this one. We've got a 2. We've got a 5. Oh, we don't. Oh, Snapdragon, we don't. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to throw that over here. So we only take 1 hit. But I'm going to turn into time so we don't take any hits. Ha-ha! Huzzah! We did it. This is a nice skill to have. I'm going to give it to the Slayer. We're getting close, friends. We are getting close. feel like we should still get some stuff though. We should still get some stuff. Okie doke. Let's see what is behind door number 4. Ooh, we've got a rune puzzle. So we've already identified this potion, so we can't claim it, but we can get an extra yellow die. We can get a couple XP. We can decide to destroy it or decipher it. I mean, that's not terrible. Adding more dice wouldn't hurt. I think we're gonna try to destroy it. So we can't get that one back. Can't get that one back. So we're gonna skip. Have her roll this one up. Let's see, what do we get? Okay, that's not terrible. That is not terrible. So I could roll some extra, re-roll any or all of my dice. But let's see what we got. So we need a 2 and a 5. So we've got a 5 down here and a 2 up here and a 6, and we just need 11. So no, we don't need to roll anything extra. We've got it. We have destroyed this rune puzzle. Cool, cool, cool. I'm going to take this item, give it to the Slayer. So we got well stocked with dice. Not a lot of magic dice though. And we're going to explore. Okay, starting of our turn. We're getting close to the dungeon. Close to dungeon time. See if we can get some XPs. Smell the dragon on the wind. Yes, I can. All right, so this is going to, before we enter this encounter, we have to spend 3 time. Ooh. We only have 3 time left before we go down. But we get an extra hit point and a pink die, or we can turn in 2 yellow to roll 2 pink and a yellow, or we can get 4 XP. No, I feel like we need to go one more time. We're fleeing this one. Let's go down here, see if we get something a little bit better before we have to encounter the dragon. Oh, it's another rune puzzle. Okay. That's only 2 XP though. Well, that's fine. We are going to destroy this one as well. Destroy! Nope, we want to save that one because it's not a combat encounter. Can we get some big numbers here? No, we cannot. Am I going to have to drink this last potion? Oh, they did not roll a 6. Goodness me. Okay, so we need a 2 and a 5. So we got a 2 and we got a 5. We did not roll a 6. But we have enough for the 11. So we're only going to take a hit here. And we can spend our last time so we don't take any damage. And we'll loot. And I'm going to take this for XP. Just so we can get a heroic die. Okie doke. Here it is. Do I want to stay on the floor? Oh, do I want to stay on this floor? Do we want to go descend? I think we're going to descend. I think we can handle this. I think we can tackle, even though we're not at level 4, I think we can tackle it. All right, so do we want to use our last potion? Not to heal right now, no. I feel like we need to use that potion so we don't take any damage at the end. We're gonna roll this up. So here we go. We need 6 hit points on the dragon, so we need to do this at least twice. We need a couple 5s here. Oh my goodness gracious. So we need some 5s. I can roll this at any time, which is awesome. So I got another heroic die. Very well done. Take my couple 5s here on the shield. Now collectively we need a 6 over here. Do we have enough for 17? Let's see. What do we got on our yellow dice? Do we have enough? Don't know. Soma, what do you think? You're just in time. You are just in time, little lady. Yes, you are just in time. If we throw this over here, oh, okay. Black dice cannot be placed on the boxes. That's right. I remember that. Dang it. Okay. So we will have here, we will do 1 hit. 1 hit on the dragon. And oof, take some damage. That's gonna hurt, friends. But we can do our potion. Or, ooh, let's remove everything. Let's remove everything. So our Slayer can turn this so we don't take at least 2 hits. We don't take. Now, we could turn these into a couple 6s. So I can change the blue and the pink to be some 6s. Yeah, let's do that. So we're changing these 2 to be 6s. So we can do full-fledged hits on the dragon here. So we got a yellow, we got a pink, and we got the blue. All right. Now, do we have enough? Do we have enough on the yellow? Okay, so we're only going to take 2 hits. Do I want to spend some time? Can I do that here? You have to exile a die instead. Okay. Let's exile. Let's exile a blue one. All right. There we go. So we are ending the round. So 1 hit over here and 1 hit over here. But we're halfway through against the dragon. Now let's roll it up. We need some natural 6s. We have no more potions, so we need just straight up 6s. Oh, look at that. The warden did it, folks. Exile a blue, I know. That's what I did. I think we may have done it. I think we may have done it. So Oh. I don't know if this is gonna work. Nope. And we don't have anything else to do this to prevent 2. Oh, we don't have any potions left. We don't have any potions left. Jeepers creepers. So yeah, I can't roll anything else. We have to end our encounter. Oh, this hurts. This hurts. We defeated, even though we did slay the dragon, we did take all the hits. We were one hit point away. Holy smokes. That was so close, friends. We took him out. I say we took him out. Even though the Slayer died, I say the Warden carried him out in victory. Sorry about that, Moobot. I don't know what the Moobot's talking about because you're not using excessive symbols. I will have to adjust that. We were I say that, I count that as a win because we did execute 3 hits on the dragon in that second round, which equaled 6 hits on it. So I think the Slayer did a kind of kamikaze move and sacrificed themselves for it. So there you are. And that is One Deck Dungeon. Oh my goodness gracious. That was super crazy. Super, super crazy. I don't know what was going on. How that could work. I mean, they still counted as a defeat because one of our characters died, but I call it a win. So thanks everybody for joining me today on this festive Friday. I'm gonna see about who we can raid. Who is online right now? Charity Board Gamers there. But you know what? I think I'm gonna let it run. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna sign out for today and say thanks for joining me on this festive Friday. This is going to be my new channel time, so 3 o'clock. I will make sure to have all of the socials updated and things like that. So stay tuned for those updates. But yes, I'm thinking 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock is going to be the new time, 3 o'clock PST, which I'm not sure what it would be. Let's see, what will it be? 11 p.m. UK time. What is it in GMT? That's the question. So 3 o'clock p.m. PST to GMT would be 11 p.m. GMT. Yeah, there you go. Alrighty, friends. It has been a pleasure to play with you. I think next week I'm going to attempt maybe some more of a story adventure, kind of like puzzle-y game. yeah, I think that's going to be there, but this was pretty fun. I will mention before I sign out, so you all can kind of see. I will mention that this game comes with a lot of the different expansions on it. I will turn down the music here. It has a lot of different expansions that you can check out. So, for example, it has this nice little tutorial that can show you all the different things. So you have all these different dungeons that you can tackle. You know, difficulty level up to 4. This one is 1 or 2 heroes, because like I said, the original game is supposed to be a solo game. And you can see the cards and things too of what each of the abilities are for the each of the characters, their heroes, and what they do. I try to collect the couple pairs of heroes that worked well with each other in terms of getting dice, but really it's all a matter of luck of the dice on there. There's a progression mode that you can see if you want to have your standard game rules. You can have it as a level, novice level. You can change your starting level, so it allows you to start at level 2 on the XP. So you gain more. You gain a black heroic die. You can gain some skills a little bit faster and some items a little bit faster. So there's a lot to choose from here. I also highly recommend having the game itself. It's really cool. It's a smaller box, great for traveling. If you watched my video from last week when I talked about games while traveling, one thing I did mention was having games that were small enough to fit, you know, in a suitcase or in a bag or things like that. So this was one of those games that I recommend being in those in that realm. So yes, this is a really cool implementation for Steam. I will be playing this, you know, as I said, even though I'm only streaming it for the couple weeks, I will be playing this on my own because I am curious to see how these other dungeons are, how the other bosses are, so to speak. You know, Cinder Plains, it's a four diamond difficulty. We were only playing 1 diamond difficulty. I did test out the Mudlands, and I did end up winning with that one, but I was so determined to try to play against the dragon that I think I was just a little stubborn in there. So yeah, but this is really cool. I've always enjoyed having this game in my collection because of the fact that they're all female identified heroes. I know a lot of fantasy games and things end up not having very good representation. And so I wanted to highlight that representation here on the stream. So yeah, anyways, that is all for me for now. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day, week, weekend, wherever you are doing whatever you are up to. And yes, I will be back on here on Wednesday, next Wednesday, playing another tabletop game for you all. And I look forward to hanging out with you all then. So thank you so much for joining me. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.